Welcome back. I've talked about in the past my simple tech stack to get leads when you're just getting started. So today we're going to talk about the simplest way to get started to get money in your account. If you're a freelancer or you're a solopreneur, we're going to start simple. Then we're going to work our way up to a little bit more complex of a system where you can add on to it. But I'm going to show you guys the simple way to get started and start making money and getting clients right away. And then we'll build our way up as you scale up, how to qualify leads and automate this process to make the front end work a little bit easier. So when you get on sales calls or you get on calls to talk to clients, you've already qualified them. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to, let's just do this. Start with a calendar. When I first started my business, I started with just a booking link. So I would just send them to a calendar page where they could schedule a call with me. And I would get them on the call. They go there to book the call. I already had it set up. I would do most of my calls. I would do video. You can do it phone if you prefer a phone, but I typically did video. I use Zoom primarily, or you can use Google Hangouts, but I preferred Zoom, so that's what I used. I would send them here to a booking link. They would book. I would ask them just a few questions. To start out, keep it simple. You just want to get three things. You just want to get a name, and then you get their phone number, and then really you just need email. That's all you need for this first step to get started. Like I say, I kept this system simple at first to start out because I just needed to get calls in and get money. So I would send them here, schedule a call, get them on the phone. If they agreed, I would send over a simple contract that I typed up in Google Docs, just export it as a PDF, and then have them sign it. You can use DocuSign if you want to complicate it and get another system in there, but I just did Google Docs and then just sent it over as a PDF and had them sign it and send it back. As far as payments, I took all my billing and invoicing through PayPal because that was the quickest way. Again, these are systems that I used when I first started just to get clients in and a way to get money in. Now there's better systems out there and there's easier systems to use, but if you're looking for a simple stack, a booking link. You can do Calendly is what I use. They have a free version. You can just use the free version of Calendly. Again, PayPal is free. They do charge a percentage once, like a processing fee, if they pay via credit card. I think it's 2 or 3%. Anyway, that is minimal when you're first getting started, especially if you're booking like anywhere from $1,000 to $2,500 to $5,000 contracts or retainers. Very minimal. Again, you want to get cash in or get income in as quickly as possible, especially if you're just starting on a solopreneur journey and you're coming from a 9-to-5. You want to continue to get income in. You can get those systems upgraded later. So that is how I started. Now, there's more complicated ways, or there's better ways to get clients in. By sending people to this booking link, most of the people that I had come in were referral based. They were past clients that I've worked with that would refer a new business to me, or just word of mouth. But I would get some people, just cold leads that would come in. Some of them weren't qualified and some of them weren't a good fit. And I didn't find that out until I got on the call with them and talked to them. So what I did at first is you can set up a booking page. This is the options I had. I have a 15-minute get to know you call that I would set up just to find out if they were a good fit. So that's how I qualified them at first. And then if they were a good fit and I felt like we could do business or they were my ideal client, then I would set up another call with them that would be anywhere from 30 minutes to 1 hour on the call. Eventually, if they came from a good source and good client, and if I've already know or had some relationship and I felt like they would be a good client right away, then I would just have them schedule a 30-minute call. But if it was first time introducing, first time speaking to them, didn't know very much about their business, then I would just set up that 15-minute call just to get a good feel. Because again, the worst thing you can do is obviously you have to balance between getting income in and getting clients as well. But you also don't want to take on just any job or end up with nightmare clients, because sometimes that can be not worth the cost of getting clients on. So that's what I did. But later in my process, I'm going to talk about how we can build this system out a little bit more to get more qualified leads. Because once you run out of the referral base and getting people referred, that only goes so far. Then you're going to need to get cold traffic or people that you're not connected to and that you don't get referred over. So these leads won't be as warm or as hot as they come over. So you want to do some things to get better clients in. So the next step that I did, my business grew, which is going to here to the next page. Okay, so this is where if you have more like cold leads coming through, where you pre-qualify the clients a little bit more before you get them on a phone call. So this is one way to do it. When I first started out, this is probably the quickest way that I did it. I sent them to what I call a survey or a questionnaire. I cannot spell. So you send them here and just a little survey page where you would ask them a series of questions. And these are real simple questions. Like, I mean, of course you would get the basics. You would still get the name, phone number, and email. Then you just ask like some general questions here. If you want to get like an ideal fit of if they're going to be an ideal client for you, you can ask them, you want to ask them, there's ways you can ask, like one, you can pre-qualify them for like income. And this I would put towards the end of the application. And you can phrase it like, hey, are you willing to make an investment of, if your range is 1,000 to 2,000, or are you willing to make an investment of 2 to 5K? You would put that towards the end of the application. Also, another question where you can do it too, if you want to get past the objection of, oh, you get them on the call and you decide to work with them and they're like, oh, I have to check with my partner or business partner. You can put on the application too, are you the sole decision maker to move forward? Or is there anyone else involved that needs to be on the call that makes decisions? You can put that in the survey as well, because that way you can get both of them on the call, or all the decision makers on the call, or they at least think about it before they get on the call with you. So those are good questions to ask. Other questions is you can ask your generic questions of how can I best assist you, or like just details about the project, what they're looking to get assistance for. If they can just describe the project in a few bullet points, at least you get that information up front and you can just keep it simple like that. Or you can ask them like what's their main pain points or what they're struggling with their business. So for me, I'm in digital marketing. So I help clients get leads, help make sales. So I would ask those questions on that survey. If you're in another niche, say like you're a cleaning company, you would ask like generic questions of how big the house is, how many rooms are you cleaning, when's the last time the house has had a very good deep cleaning, stuff like that. Just general questions to get more ideas. So you're a little bit more prepared when you get on the call. And then from there, so the survey questionnaire, you ask that up front. And then what I would do is I would send them to the next step in the funnel. And that would be what we talked about earlier. When I said we just add on, we just send them to the calendar page here. And then they book the call. After that too, you could send them to, if I wanted to increase the funnel, just add more to it to make it more personal, you can just add on a thank you page. This can just be like text or a quick video, just thanking them. If you have some rules to prepare them for the call, if you wanted to do a quick outline video there, you could do that as well. So that's another way once you start dealing with cold or traffic, you can pre-qualify them before you get on the call. And then you have them fill out a survey first before they get to your booking page. And then when you get on the call with them, you have that information, or you're a little bit more prepared of what they're looking for. If you do that, then you can, in most cases, bypass that 15-minute call and just go straight to a 30-minute block call with them to go over the project. And then from there, if you decide to move forward, you can go forward with the invoicing and billing. There are systems now that are a lot easier. I use a system called High Level. I'll drop a link down in the description that has all these tools built in one system. So you have your booking, you have your calendar, you have your surveys, you have your invoicing. It's all in one system. Even like your communications with emailing the client or messaging, or even just managing your pipeline. I've done videos in the past on High Level. I'll link those up too so you can see them. So now if we wanted to get a little bit more detailed in the funnel. There's another way too where we can do this. So I'll talk about, this is the main way that I've done that I found like is the most successful way, especially when you're dealing with cold traffic, is I like to set up just a lead magnet. And I'll talk about ways where you can get traffic to it as well later. So this is just a lead magnet where we're just getting their name and email. And this can be like a case study or like a checklist or something that you do to get your ideal client. So for example, with me, my target audience again is in digital marketing. So I could do like a case study of a project that I've had with clients that have done really well, or I can do like a case study of a high ticket funnel that has performed well, or I can do like a case study of this funnel here, like a high ticket call booking funnel, and then the results. Or I could do like a simple like lead magnet checklist to get more leads, something simple to where I can just get their info, give them a little info. And then from there, once they opt in, give their name and email, typically that's all I ask for on this first case study / checklist page. And then they'll go to a thank you page. And then the thank you page will push them to the, what I like to call the survey or the application page to work with me. So again, on this page, I typically just have a video where I thank them for requesting a case study or a checklist, whatever it is. Let them know that's on the way. And if they want more info or talk about a pain point, if they're looking to get results right now and they need help and they want someone to partner with to do it together, then I encourage them to fill out the survey and book a call with me. I have the survey right here below the video on that page, so they can just fill it out right there. From there, if they fill out the survey application, I send them to schedule a call. I also, to my calendar page to schedule a call. Also within that funnel, if they just go to the checklist and opt-in page, again, I have email that will go out. Of course, that will send them the checklist. But then throughout that series, I also send out a few emails as well, 3 to 4 emails that will prompt them, again, talking about some pain points more related to the case study or checklist, and encouraging them to fill out an application to then get on a call with me. Again, these calls here, once they do that and go on through that process, they're typically the 30-minute to hour calls because these are qualified leads and the warm leads. You can get more complex within the application too, where you can add some logic in there to qualify these people that fill out the surveys and applications. Like one of the ones I talked about too is like the good fit or like the income. So if I ask the question, if you're willing to invest like 2 to 5K in order to get assistance with your issue or help bring in more leads, and they do, then I can make that a question that automatically disqualifies them. So it doesn't send them to a scheduled call page. It just sends them to maybe another lower tier product that I have, or maybe another checklist where they can do it on their own. But if they do yes, then I can have them go to the scheduled call. Again, like I talked about earlier, there's ways where you can do this to help qualify the clients before you even get on the call with them. So when they come to this, they say yes, then they schedule a call. I do have reminders in there like leading up to the call. I like to do like a morning of reminder that just reminds them the call is coming. And then I'll do an hour before reminder. And then I'll do 15 minutes before reminder too. And I typically try to do email and text message reminders. Just I can let them know, I can reach them where they're at, whether they prefer email or text message to get them on the call once they schedule a call to have those reminders. Again, it's not going to work for everyone. You're still going to have some things come up where people still miss calls, but that's the best way I've found. So that's another way, just using some type of opt-in or lead magnet. So ways that you can get people here. Of course, if we're going to drive traffic, if you have a already existing email list, you can send emails out here. If you want to run paid traffic, so whether that is Facebook ads, you can do that. You can do Instagram ads as well to get traffic there. You can also just do organic traffic too. So maybe we do, like, example, if I'm doing YouTube videos, I could drive a link here that have people go to my case list or a check study. Or if I'm doing Instagram reels, you can do that as well. Or if I'm doing post on Twitter or LinkedIn, I could have them go there as well. Let me just erase this. So yeah, we can do put LinkedIn as well. So those are just ways where you can have organic traffic go there to get people to opt in to your application. Also, if you have just, let's just say like some lower tier products that I have, like I have some $7 to $27 products here where eventually I could drive them here after they purchase to go and work with me more if they want to get more of a higher scale to want some of our premium products. So you can drive your low ticket products as well to there. But again, this is just, like I talked about earlier, this is just a simple way where you can get started. And if you're needing to get income and get agency clients in, this is probably the quickest way to get started, starting with just a booking link. And then you can go from, if you want to upgrade, you can upgrade from a survey, a questionnaire, booking link. And then you go up to, if you want to do more complex funnels, then you can go to the more like case study or checklist type survey. If you guys have any questions or want more details on how to build out this exact funnel, I do have a product that I created that is just going over the exact calendar booking system. This system here I'll walk you through how to set up your booking pages. If you're using high level, I have a snapshot of my funnel, how to set up the pages, email templates, text message templates, how to set the whole thing up, and typically like a few days. Obviously, if you have time, probably you can do this in less than a few hours. You can do it in a day. If you really just crack down and spend a few hours dedicated to it, you can get this set up and start getting your funnel set up to where you can start getting new clients and started getting income in. Again, this will talk about the full system in detail of how to set up email templates, how to do the billing, how to set up the call booking, how to set up your surveys and questionnaires so you're ready to go. Everything you need to get your high ticket call booking or client system set up immediately. Again, I'll see you guys on the next video. If you have any questions or need more info, just let me know. Drop a comment down below if there's anything else that you would like to discuss, and we can discuss it. But until then, I will see you all on the next video.